All right, moving on. Let's talk about something less funny, but still pretty horrifying. A student here named Morgan Armstrong says that she has had her diploma withheld by a Christian school ever since she came out of the closet. And I hate that kind of stuff, man. I do. I really hate it because, right, isn't Christianity all about love thy neighbor, turn the other cheek, do unto others sort of thing? And it's just like all of the love and the community and the hippy dippy bullshit that organized religion likes to sell us. But then someone's gay and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, man, pump the brakes, get the stones. Let's just take care of this. It's wrong. It's terrible. Now, granted, this is a situation in Tennessee where they're a little less progressive than those of us here on the West Coast and other blue states. And this girl, Morgan Armstrong, she's a senior at the Tennessee Christian Preparatory School. Now, again, let's kind of got to talk about that. Preparatory school. It's a prep academy, prep school, private. Okay, so they have different rules and they can do different things. It's all a bunch of BS, but they're going to hide behind that. They're not going to hide behind necessarily the religion, but the idea that it's a private institution. But anyway, she has found herself at the center of a growing civil rights controversy after she publicly came out as gay on Instagram. So in late April 2025, she posted a photo of herself kissing her girlfriend with the caption, "Cat's out of the bag," which is cute. The next day, the school administrators called her in and handed her a suspension letter, claiming that her post, along with a private message referring to ruthless Trump-supporting Jesus folk, violated the school's code of conduct. Yes, because worshiping the golden cow that is Donald Trump is something Jesus would absolutely love. Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to make this political. I've said, like, I'm gonna pump the brakes on the politics. If you know me, you know where I stand. But still, this girl's 18 years old. She's got her opinion that is protected by free speech. Okay. Her having messages, a private message referring to Trump supporters, Jesus folk, whatever, calling them ruthless, it's really not a big deal. And it's just people clutching their pearls, and they need their fainting couches. Oh, Jesus. And they fall back over. I hate that stuff. It's terrible. Anyway, the school's punishment barred her from graduation ceremonies, suspended her for the remainder of the year, and delayed her diploma until June 15th, which feels like a bit of an overreach for a religious organization that preaches love and acceptance, right? Love the sin, or was it hate the sin, love the sinner sort of thing, right? But no, let's completely boot her out of the last 2 months of school and everything else because she happens to just love diving for oysters. Go figure. And it's stupid to me. Anyway, her legal team insists that her private message was referencing her own family, not the school community, and argues that the punishment far exceeds what is outlined in the student handbook for a first-time social media infraction. What the fuck kind of world do we live in now where they got these first-time social media infractions? God damn. Look, I graduated 25 years ago next month. And I know what it's like to miss graduation because of some bullshit. I had to go to summer school in my senior year. That's a whole other fucking story, though. Anyway, my point, though, is that, like, people have opinions. They can express their opinions. Calling somebody a ruthless Trump-supporting Jesus folk is not necessarily what I would call the sinniest of the sins. All right? Like, I'm pretty sure my 7-year-old has probably said more vile things in reference to repeating shit she shouldn't be repeating when she hears daddy going off on a tirade. Anyway, I'm kidding on that one there. But still, this whole thing is dumb. And the family has since filed a lawsuit demanding that she be allowed to complete her exams, receive her diploma, and that the school refrain from harming her college prospects, which are all very reasonable, very logical things to ask. Now, the Tennessee Christian Preparatory School, or the TCPS, denies targeting her for her sexual orientation and claims that she made, quote, disparaging remarks about the school. The incident has ignited the debate about LGBTQ plus rights, free expression, and the legal boundaries of private school discipline. Critics argue that the punishment reflects the discrimination more than genuine policy enforcement. However, the outcome of this lawsuit should set precedent for how religious private schools navigate student rights, especially when it comes to gay youth, and may influence broader discussions about discrimination protections in educational institutions that are not bound by the same regulations as public schools. Here's the problem with that. Sorry, back on my political soapbox. The entire point of the Trump administration hiring that McMahon lady, right, to run the Department of Education, is it Linda McMahon, right? The ex-wife of Vince McMahon. I mean, look him up, right? If you don't like wrestling, look up stuff he's been accused of. Look, they want to dismantle the Department of Education and then turn everything into a private charter school, kind of like what the Tennessee Christian Preparatory School is, in my opinion. And so this, whatever they're going to do is going to end up, I don't know, man. Listen, I'm just saying this right now, that having a civil rights case in Trump's second term, where the supposed violation was referencing Trump supporters, I don't think is going to necessarily fly. So my take on it is this. This girl should seek to transfer herself to a public school, do summer school, get her diploma, if she's unable to do it through the school, and then go on from there. Because these are situations I don't think you're going to win. Not in the way that you want. And it sucks because it feels like you are absolutely up on this, or up against this massive, massive organization with political ties and religious ties and community ties, and and they're going to argue, no, she said some naughty things, not even naughty, like disparaging things on social media. And that's enough to warrant her suspension, a first-time offendee, for the rest of the school year and delay her graduation, denying her the ability to walk with her class to have that celebration. Come the fuck on. Come the fuck on. We all know what this is. Okay, and it's just another one of those organizations that feel that they have massive, massive power and the ability to overreach absolutely fucking hard, which of course is